What's up, guys? Welcome to your 67th Android tutorial for the new Boston. Again with me, Travis. And what we're going to do in this tutorial, we're going to set up a new class called GFX Surface, and I'll explain what that is in a second here. Just get that set up and also do extends activity, and then import and add your onCreate method. Now, as I'm doing this, hopefully you guys know how to do this as of now. Just going to be kind of talking and not really following the mouse cursor. But basically, before we extended the view class, and you aren't going to want to do that. We're actually going to want to extend the SurfaceView class. Even though it's a little bit more complicated, it's kind of harder to follow along with the SurfaceView. But that's what we're going to want to do, because when we extend the view class like we did with our GFX right here, it's using so much processing speed and it's slowing down our application because that thread is handling both the graphics and the user interface. That's just a really tedious thing for it to do. So what we actually want to do is extend the surface class, or the surface view, I'm sorry, instead of just the view. I'll show you how to do that. We're going to kind of set it up pretty much the same way as before, except this time we're going to say surface right here. So you guys can kind of look back and be like, okay, I kind of know what we did there. And then I kind of forgot what do we call this variable? Our view. Okay, so we'll just say our surface view here. And again, we have to create this class. If you just hover over, you can say create my bringback class right here. And or what we can do, well, never mind. We're just going to stick with kind of the same familiar way there. And again, what we're going to do here is say our surface view equals new surface view, or I'm sorry, oops, our surface view equals new my bringback. I need to come up with shorter variables. What am I doing here? Surface, and pass in again the context of this. Pretty much the same concept of what we done earlier. And again, what we can do is say create constructor in my bringback that passes in, you know, this context or this class. So we can just hit create constructor right here, and that's going to affect this other class, which is my bringback surface. And there we go. Now what we want to do in this my bringback surface class is, oh yeah, the other thing we need to do is set the content view of this. But you guys probably knew that. And we're going to say our surface view. And again, I'm sorry, I'm in the GFX surface class. So just get that set up. And we're good to go for now. And now for what this my bringback surface class, what we want to do is, again, instead of extending the view class, we're going to say extends surface view. Now basically this is just going to handle the surface of a view instead of the view class in its entirety, because you know it's a little bit more basic and all that good stuff. We're going to import that, and then we're also going to implement runnable, and I'll kind of explain the framework of how this works and what we're doing here. But basically we're going to need a thread of some sort, and again, threads take runnables. And again, anytime we implement something, we have to add it. That's why we're getting this problem here. So we're gonna add unimplemented methods, kind of get everything set up. And also, I just noticed that it's passing in the class from that our GFX surface class. So we're gonna delete that instead and say context, and then context like this. Because again, we wanted to pass in a context. Import that, and we should be pretty much good to go with our little activity here. Now, basically, when we use the surface view, like I said, it's going to be a little bit different than when we used our actual view class. It's going to be a little bit more complex, but that's fine. I trust that you guys will be able to catch on.